So Tasha K was on her podcast earlier today reacting to the video that Adam put out there titled "No Jumper is Going Broke." Now, while reacting to this video, Tasha K actually revealed she spoke to LAPD about No Jumper. Now, what LAPD told her as an employee of No Jumper is very concerning to me. This is very bad. This is the video that Tasha K saw that made her want to inquire and contact LAPD about No Jumper.
So there's something that I've been hiding from you guys. No Jumper is going broke. I know that might sound crazy. Between both of our YouTube channels last month, we got over 25 million views. We're doing well on Facebook and Snapchat. We employ quite a few of the hottest content creators on the West Coast, and we pump out an insane amount of content on a weekly basis. How could we be going broke? Well, let's start here. We expanded too much during COVID at just about the exact moment that our revenue streams all took a hit.
Her initial suspicion surrounding No Jumper and surrounding this video is she's not buying the fact that No Jumper is going broke. She believes that that's impossible. She believes that this is a long-term play or something more sinister behind the scenes that we are not revealing.
You saying you broke being white, and the fact that you're able to go out and get a $4 million studio, black businesses don't even get approved for that type of loans. It just, I don't know. It feels like you've got an asset on your hands and you're trying to move these assets because you got a lot of lawsuits underway, okay? And, you know, it takes money to keep money. Okay, and so here's the thing. So I called up a little friend of mine that happens to work in, you know, the PD's office, LAPD, and apparently Adam is not telling the whole story. Now,
when I first heard this, I almost picked up the phone and called Tasha K, bro. Like, Auntie, tell me what's up, bro. Tell me what I don't know, bro. Because what is Adam hiding from us, man? Because hold on now, bro. LAPD is giving you information. So again, if this is true, this is very bad. But Adam is maintaining the fact that this was an announcement to announce that No Jumper is having money issues and you know, he needed fans to step up more. Has nothing to do with nothing criminal. Now, Tasha K will say that No Jumper in their pivot to gang content is coming back to bite them.
Now, he is more than welcome to come on the platform and address it. You know, I just kind of felt like I wasn't going to get the entire truth because it's got to do with a lot of that RICO stuff that's going on with Big U and Whack 100 and all those guys. And so apparently he went from doing like, I guess just regular underground rapper content to now it's content to ignite street beef. And then they come and talk on the platform about street beef. And then they carry out the street beef and then they use it to, you know, send shots at each other, sort of like what Vlad was doing for a while and then he stopped. You know what I'm saying? Because he was getting, you know, he was being called a fed and everything like that because they were asking to use his footage, even though he says he never gave them any footage. Okay, whatever. So that's what his platform evolved into, especially when he had linked with Whack 100, okay?
It's at this point in the video, I begin to sit back like, Tasha K is one of the smartest, most savviest people when it comes to the media. So now this is my theory, okay? Tasha K could either be telling the truth. She contacted LAPD. LAPD told her these things. Or Tasha K realizes what's currently going on with the climate of No Jumper. Tasha K has a beef with Whack 100. She despises Whack 100, and they're in a really heated feud right now. It's very bad. Tasha K can essentially say, okay, I'm going to utilize information to go against Whack 100. I'm going to utilize information to try to get Adam to separate himself from Whack 100 by sort of letting him know that LAPD is telling me that you doing content with Whack 100 and these other gangbangers is going to get you in some serious trouble.
And Whack 100 claims that he's, I guess, some type of set pyro. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't really live that lifestyle. I've never dealt with people that live that lifestyle. But here's what I'm being told is that Adam got to go. And the platform has got to go because the thing about it is, it's like, you know, it's caused so many disruptions in the community with them using his platform to ignite beef. And then they talk about the beef and then they send shots. They're going to be queuing all of that content to use to build a case on these people that they just recently arrested, Big U and all those people. And so in order for him to not be labeled a snitch, even though his content snitches and they were snitching on themselves, it's better to just kind of pack up and move out of Dodge.
Listen. Now, Tasha K is a very savvy media personality, does Auntie. So maybe she's just utilizing information that Adam already put out there to go against Wack. Because Adam did put out there that he's selling the current No Jumper facility is up for sale and they're moving the location. So maybe Tasha K is just using that information to take a wild guess and frame it as LAPD told her. Because let's just say this. Adam sells the building and he moves out of Los Angeles County. Let's just say he moves the office an hour away. Would that really help things in terms of law enforcement? Because maybe LAPD is saying, hey, bruh, y'all got to go. Y'all got to leave Los Angeles County, bruh, and take that malarkey to another county. Maybe, but this is like a federal investigation. And I don't feel like if the feds were on No Jumper or if the feds needed certain things from No Jumper or they were trying to squeeze No Jumper for information and footage, that wouldn't stop that. But now listen, I don't know if this is true or not, right? As far as I know, Adam hasn't told us anything about this. I haven't gotten any word regarding LAPD. LAPD hasn't been to the office to bother us. However, I can see when footage like the Loose Cannon and Jay Reed footage begin to surface online. Now, the footage, if you guys haven't watched it yet, Loose Cannon and Jay Reed got into an altercation outside of No Jumper that led to Jay Reed and the person that he was with getting stripped butt naked, getting pistol whipped, getting beat up, getting robbed. So, and that footage began to circulate all across social media. Now, the interesting thing, and to this day, I always have the same question. If a footage like that is public, with millions of views and multiple podcasts talking about it, how come the police never got involved? How come the police watched a man get pistol whipped on camera by a man who's in a federal RICO indictment right now, but the police never got involved? To me, that's the scariest part, right? To me, that is the scariest part. That's the part that really gets me and that really terrifies me. Because, fam, until you know what the feds is up to, you don't know what they up to. Right now, nobody has been charged with that robbery outside of No Jumper. So what are they waiting on? What are they still investigating? Who do they have wiretap? Who do they have under surveillance? All these are questions that I don't know the answer to.
So this is what I'm being told by a very credible source that does work for the PD, and they want they want their streets cleaned up out there, and his podcast location is a problem. You saw Vlad got real quiet. I don't know. It ain't my business, though. I'm just relaying a message, okay? Hold on for a second. Hold on. Okay. I'm not gonna say he's a DJ Vlad. That's not what I'm gonna say. What I'm gonna say is that when you're using your platform was used to bring up and coming rappers and people that wanted to break in the industry. How did it turn into street beef? Like, how did it flip? Why do you have Wack 100 on there? Like, what?
If you have a platform in Los Angeles, like a hip hop platform, it's pretty much impossible to have that platform not include any elements of gang culture because you're surrounded by nothing but gang culture. So in that case, I can't really blame Adam for pivoting. Well, he ain't really pivot. He just does both, right? He just incorporated multiple elements. He still do the underground rap scene, but he also do the gang culture. So that part, I can't really fault Adam for transitioning. You in LA, bro. It's almost impossible not to do gangbanging content. Now, the fact that she keeps bringing up Wack 100 makes me think, okay, maybe this is about Wack 100. Maybe Tasha K is savvy enough to where she knows enough about what Adam put out there, and she's able to draw from that and sort of spin this. But I don't feel like it will work. I don't feel like Tasha K doing this would make Adam separate himself from Wack 100. I think it'll probably take the feds beating the door down, kicking in the roof, arresting Adam, and letting him know, bruh, hey, bro, you either get rid of Wack 100, man, or you do 20 years in prison. I feel like it would take that